Hello, I'm Melissa, and today we are shipping eBay. We are starting with a Lily Pulitzer tote bag, and this wonderful human purchased this for me. I haven't even logged on to eBay. I just started up the video. Today is Monday, and it's Monday morning, which I always forget, the lawn crew is out. So you might hear some lawn crew people in the background, and I'm so thankful to have them, but every Monday morning they are here. Okay, this is going to Sarah, and Sarah watches my videos. Hi Sarah, thank you so much. She waited an extra day because she wanted this filmed, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's the perfect beach tote. It's huge. You're seeing the bottom, obviously. And it's got straps and a nice zipper. It's so nice. The print is gorgeous. And it's got seahorses, and just reminds me of everything I love about the beach. Putting everything I own, or kind of own, that I'll need for the beach into a bag, and then just walking into the beach. I think I have some seashell tissue paper that will go perfectly with this. And Sarah is in Vermont. Let's see. I pulled out the good tissue papers, and I'll show you later. We got an order, a large order for some supplies. And I realized just how many fun tissue papers I have, and some new ones you haven't seen. But I think this one will be perfect. I have so many things, I don't know where to put them all. Perfect, perfect beach paper. And maybe you see behind me, I'm pointing the wrong direction, there is fun ribbons. My mom called me this morning just to see how things were going. And she asked if I had time to talk, and I said about 15 minutes because I scheduled a pickup, and my mail carrier can do it at the box. She doesn't mind, and we live in a nice section, so things thankfully haven't gotten stolen. I'm not saying it's not a possibility, but you never know. So I can leave them outside. But if I have a lot of items, I just like to leave them on the porch just in case she's late or it rains or whatever. So I have to schedule a pickup. Sometimes I tell her I'll just leave things in the box or at the bottom of the mailbox so she doesn't have to make, it's kind of a weird walk. We live on a corner lot, and our carport workshop lanai, it's just a weird way to get to the front porch. And I hate making her do it if she doesn't have to. She doesn't complain about it, but I said, and I told her it was going to be on the porch today, so I didn't want to disappoint the mail lady, so I only have 15 minutes, which was fine. Okay, we could go yellow. I think we're going to go yellow. I think yellow is perfect for this. It really brings out the yellow. And thank you again to Kim for all of these amazing supplies. Seriously. I packed away and labeled the holiday ribbon, and then pulled out the spring and summer ribbon, which I just feel like it's summer now because it is close to 90 degrees here, which is lovely if you're in the air conditioning. I haven't yet been to the beach, but I know every year, usually about the end of May, early June is really when we start enjoying it. Well, my bow's not very pretty because you can't really see it's a bow. But it's the thought that counts. Oh, and I got more business cards. I think I told you that last time, but they came in. They all came in. They all came in? I had actually a call from Vistaprint to make sure I was happy with them. Now that I'm saying they all came in, there might be one more print on the way. So we're going to do, I changed this one ever so slightly. It has seashells. I changed it so, I think the other one had rounded quarters. It has like a glitter instead of embossing. I wanted to try out the glitter print. It says, we are like, I'm reading this backward. I should not be doing that. Hold on. I'm just going to put one of these down here. We are like seashells upon the beach, beautiful and unique, each with its own story to tell. Oh, and I just realized I am probably very shaky and not in focus. There we go. And then there's glitter on the words. And then on the back, it says, you are enough. You are so enough. So those I changed slightly. And then I have this card, and this one's going to need explained a little bit because all of my cards are meant to be uplifting. Obviously, not everybody needs an uplifting card, but it's a cheap-ish thing to do, and I like doing it. I've been doing it for a very long time. I've been doing it for at least, I think 2016 was when I started. Like really, it might have been sooner than that, but for at least 7 to 8 years now, with my classic cards. And I love doing it. I truly do. This card has a little bit, I'll read it to you. I'll put this one down so I can get it in focus, hopefully. Okay, now obviously the gold is fun. It says, do it miserably. And I'll explain it. Do it happy, do it sad, do it angry, do it heartbroken, do it excited, do it energized, do it tired. I am so proud of you. And then on the back, it says you are enough. And a lot of times we just don't want to do things. And life is going to give you things that you don't want to do and you have to do. And it's not always about doing the thing happy. You don't always have to do the laundry happy to get it done. You don't always have to go grocery shopping and be happy about it, or be energized, or just get it done sometimes. If it's done, good. Or, you know, just judge yourself. And I wanted to put that on a card. There's a really good TikTok that kind of explained it, and I bookmarked it. I don't think I can show it here, but I will link the person in the TikTok because they explained it beautifully. And it really helped me because there's things in life that I truly just don't like doing. Showering. I really don't like to shower. I can't tell you what it is. And if we go to the pool and I use the pool shower, it's like 90% better. And if Bear's in the shower and he's like, hey, you want to get in the shower? It's like 50% better because my mind doesn't have to. It just seems like there's so many little steps to get from here to somewhere else sometimes, whether that thing is showering or whatever is in your mind that's really hard to do. And it doesn't have to actually be hard to do. Showering is not a hard thing physically for me to do most times. Thankfully, now that my ankle is fixed and not broken. I don't know what it is. It's just something in my headspace. It's always been hard for me to do. Calling up the pharmacy. The pharmacy is lovely to me. Anytime I have to call it, I hate doing it. They're not always going to love answering the phone, and they still have to do it. So stuff still has to get done. And allow yourself to just do it miserably. If you're miserable, as long as you're not making everybody around you miserable, just get it done. So that's my card. I over-explained that. And now, you know, we're 10 minutes in, and I still have no packages. Okay, we need a big bag. Big bag, big bag. This is a big bag. I think that'll work. Oh, here's yellow. Well, that is a perfect big bag. It's not intentionally beachy, but the yellow is perfect. And I'm just using some silver sticker dots today. I'm gonna guess this is over a pound. Ooh. 1 pound, 1.9. So it is rounded up to 2. You could put 1 pound, 2 ounces. It's the same thing. Dimensions, I'm going to default to 12 by 12 by 3 because that is not going to matter. And the cost for USPS Ground Advantage, which the max weight is 30, nope. I saved 37% from eBay. Thankfully eBay. My max weight is 70 pounds. Not that the cost would be the same. Anyway, $7.84. Okay, let's see what printer I have this on. I haven't shipped since last week. So I don't know what ship. Okay, I have this on my Label Writer 450 Turbo. I should change it back if I think to do that, because it defaults to my other one. I have it defaulting to my other one. And okay, I have to remember the steps. And good, and good, and print. We're good. This is the long, skinny 2x7 one. I also have the 4x6. And until I run out of labels for one of these, I might sell one because I have my regular printer too. I don't really need 3 printers. I definitely need one regular printer because of Bear and everything else we print here, and one thermal, but I don't need 3. Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm going to pause and actually set this up in the way that makes sense because when I sat down, I kind of forgot to do that, and some things are like all the way over there, and so is my water. And I'm going to throw this in the mailbox just in case she comes early. That way Sarah will absolutely have this bag this week. Okay. Okay, I am back. And we have our water within reach. It was all the way over there, which felt too far. And next we are shipping some cufflinks. And I probably got these in a mystery lot from ThreadUp, I'm assuming. They're little crowns with some black enamel. I'll throw a picture on the screen. Of course I will. And they took a long time to sell. Sometimes things do. That bag probably took over a year, probably longer. These probably took over a year, and they sold for $8.09. But they were this big, and they were just sitting in the, I keep rings and cuff links and pendants and keychains in the same tiny little box that's definitely no bigger than like this. So it was just there waiting for it to sell. So I don't mind waiting for something like this. And we have lots of options. This is headed to Faisal in Michigan. Looking around. I covered everything else up. So MI. State abbreviations, Michigan. I was right with that one. It's one of those, it's just not happening. I think these boxes are going to be too big, and the organza bags are also too big. These are smaller, but I think I'm going to go with one of the tinier boxes because all these look very, very big. I also have this really fun ring box, but I'm gonna save it for a special ring. I found it thrifting in the bins. Okay, so this one is a clear one, and you have to make it yourself. And I realized the other day that I'm not going to do this, but over this entire clear packaging is like a film that you can peel off. Let's see if I can even get a corner of it to make it like more clear. Like, do you see that? It like, and the whole thing has it. Every single one of these are really inexpensive. They like, they didn't want to, I don't, my brain is not processing it. It looks basically the same. So unnecessary. And I probably put, I don't know, dozens of these together. I never once did I think, oh, there's a little cling film on here. But, so that was my fun discovery the other day. I don't think you've seen this tissue paper. This one is not a newer print. In fact, it is an older print, but I never got it. It reminds me a bit, obviously, of confetti, but the colors, I don't know that the colors are coming out of like, Starburst-like? There's no blue. And so it has like a candy kind of feel to it. And they have silver and gold, which is very fun. I don't know. It was on sale and I was like, okay, let's try it. And sure enough, some of it, I'll probably just keep it. Some of it came all wrinkly and stuff from Amazon because it is an older print. But I think I like it enough, and enough of it is being salvaged. I really like it. It reminds me of like fruit salad or something. I can't tell you why. Okay. So, since we're putting these in a clear box, I'm just going to kind of wrap them as neatly as I can. And then that way, they can see them. Especially now that I took off that cling. So tiny. Still so much space in there. Okay. Now do I wrap it? I'm going to wrap it again. We'll use a small piece of paper, the same paper. This person's going to get this and wonder, why did she wrap this twice? And they'll never know that there's a little piece of cling paper, and it would have even been wrapped 3 times with the cling paper. In 2 days, we are headed to Orlando, which we have been to Orlando before moving here, in fact. A lot of people love Orlando. I don't really love heights or rides or being around a lot of people. So there are parts of Orlando, I'm sure, that don't represent that, but for me, Orlando feels very much like Disney's done an excellent job marketing, I've got to say. Like, a lot of people go there. But I am really excited about it, and the reason is I have gold ribbon, but it's not new ribbon. Forgive me for using my old ribbon when I have a whole bunch of new ribbon right here, but this goes perfectly. My mom and Roger are going to be there, so I'm hoping my mom is not keeping that a secret. But I'm really, really looking forward to seeing them. I saw my mom at Christmas time. She came down and rescued us when Bear had his surgery, and then I broke my foot, leg, ankle, not leg, which was so sweet of her to do. But I haven't seen Roger since, I think, last summer, so that'll be really, really good. Okay. What does somebody who has cufflinks? I'm going to do the classic You Are Enough. I have not changed this card, I think, since the very beginning, other than putting just I Am Enough and making it go from You Are Enough to I Am Enough, but there's still plenty of room to write a little thank you. And let's do another kind of like classic. Nope. We're going to do Kindness is Free. Trying to read backward again. Sprinkle that stuff round like confetti, because it's got kind of like a confetti feel. So we will do those two. And my favorite eye masks, which I plan on doing tonight to get ready for Orlando, to hydrate my eyes, because I am looking like I need to take a little bit better care of myself. And I'm also going to whiten my teeth. And this one kind of matches. It's not a perfect match, but kinda. You get the vision. This is a very light package. So they paid $8.09, which sounds like 20% off if I had to guess. I will be shutting down my store for the few days we're going to be gone. I don't have to, but if I don't and something sells Tuesday night and we're leaving Wednesday morning, I'm either gonna have to wake up earlier and do that whole thing, or Wednesday, Thursday. I think I'll probably just shut it off for a couple days. So my cost is $4.11 and they paid $3.99 for shipping, which means I had to eat 12 cents. So that's just one of those older items. I've now updated most of my shipping costs to at least $4.49 or $4.99, which sounds a lot for such a tiny thing, but that's how much it's costing. So okay, I forgot to change my label printer. That's okay. Oh no, and I printed on the wrong label printer. I changed the size of the label, but never changed the label printer. Okay, it's Monday. Okay, and print to the regular label maker. There we go. My computer just said there's a printing error. I know. I won't show you the whole label, but my fault. Little sticker there. Thank you, Faisal. I appreciate it. And on to the next item, which are a pair of men's athletic shorts. I'm saying men's, but honestly, I thought about keeping these for me, and I thought about keeping them for Bear. Neither one of us. They're too heavy of a sweat pant material. They are Air Jordan extra large shorts, brushed fleece inside, warm signature 82% cotton pockets, and they sold for $29.99 and headed to Jeff in Indiana, and he paid $9.99 for shipping. They are kind of heavy, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, no, they're definitely over a pound. Okay, so out of all of these prints, should we do the cats? The cats are just so fun. Let me do the black and white. Not doing black and white, too boring. Oranges. I think we'll do the oranges. They have nothing to do with basketball, but they do have orange ball-like things, so they kind of look basketball, pretend. If you had to say what kind of fruit is closest to a basketball, maybe you would go with an orange? Not exactly sure. And I cut that way too tiny. Like way too tiny. Well, good thing we always need tissue paper. I keep forgetting these are very heavy shorts. Sarah and I watched one of our very favorite shows, and you're going to ask, why would I even start this without knowing what the show is called? But my brain doesn't think that way. I just start a sentence sometimes, and I don't know how it's going to finish. But it is a show about farming in the UK, question mark? Something like, do you know the name of the show?
Clarkson's Farm.
Clarkson's Farm. Good thing he's there. Thanks. Okay. There's so many fun things in here. Ooh. Ooh, we'll be definitely using those. Okay, I think I'm going to go for like a raffia feel. And we're on season 3. They just released season 3. It's on Amazon Prime. However, they still do make you watch ads on. This smells really good. It's burlap, but it smells amazing. But the ads are still totally worth it. It's such a good program. It's about farming. But the people are very likable. I like likable people. You want to cheer for them. And they have to go up against the council to do the farming, and it's just kind of funny, and you learn a little bit, and I don't know. It's a very good show. And I'll tell you my favorite show, if you haven't heard for it. Oh, you're just in for a good surprise. Okay, we'll do these two. We haven't done, this first one has a citrus slice, so kind of goes with the basketball. And it says, the day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit. Since we were talking about farming, and this is citrusy, we are going to use the new, these are so golden embossed, so pretty. Do It Miserably. Do those 2 cards. Now, this might fit in a 10 by 13, but it might not. So, let's get our bag of poly mailers. I don't think it will. Yeah, I don't think it's going to fit one of those. So we need a bigger mailer. That's a bigger mailer. Yes. Put that back up there so I know where it is. 2 bigger mailers. So what I've watched over and over again, and it's free on YouTube, is Taskmaster. And Taskmaster has 5 comedians, and they have a UK version, which I adore, a New Zealand version, and then there's a 3rd version, and I don't remember where they went to 3rd. But there's a ridiculous number of seasons. They're all free. And 5 comedians are given tasks, or like puzzles. And they're kind of open-ended puzzles. I'll give you an example here. This is, I'm going to round up to £2. And my cost is $7.16. So the puzzle might say, like, try to fill this bathtub as fast as possible. Best time wins. But they don't give them a hose. They give them like random things. One of the things might have a bucket, but the bucket most likely has, let me get this printer thing set up right, most likely has a hole in it. So you have to like determine, and they show the 5 ways that people think of them. And almost never do I think of the best way to do it, but it's fun to see how people's brains works. And they're comedians. And then people judge them and give them points, and they have to kind of, sometimes there's teams and sometimes not, and I'm not making it sound fun, but the tasks are, they range so much. Sometimes they're more escape room tasks, and sometimes you have to talk to somebody in a different language and try to communicate with them the best you can and find out and write a song about them. Sometimes they're just wacky tasks, and I would be bad at so many of them. But you really cheer for the people, and the people work together usually really well. And it just, I don't know. They're doing really well, obviously. There's 17 seasons. But if you haven't watched Taskmaster, totally approved by this person. Okay, the next item is a men's lot of 4 shorts. And these are all Wrangler size 40 or 42, or both of them. They measured almost identical, and they're all the cargo shorts. All size 40. And there's black, blue, khaki, and kind of a grayish neutral color. So I picked up a ton of these. I want to say from the bins, but don't quote me on that. It might have been at a thrift store for a couple dollars each, because my husband had lost quite a bit of weight, and now he's getting some of it back. So that is awesome. I think we're going to use the succulent in the cacti. We used to have, I think, 6 of them, and he took 2. So every time he would take a pair, I'd have to re-put the listing, like take down all the photos. And then he gave me some of them back when he gained back a little bit of weight. So that was fun. Okay. This is going to be a very heavy package. How much did these sell for? They sold for $34.99. So still a good deal for them for $10 plus shipping. So let's say it's with shipping included, at least $13 or $14 a pair. And maybe you could still get these somewhere, probably Walmart for, I don't know, $18 to $20 a pair. But it's a good deal for me and still a good deal for them. I could imagine paying more than, maybe somebody will remember how much I paid. Even at the bins, I would have paid probably close to $5, maybe $4. And if they were at a thrift store, I probably wouldn't have paid more than $3 a pair. So 4 pairs, I probably paid between $4 and $12. This is going to be really close. I'm going to go with the gold because I am almost out of gold, and that way we can just finish it off. Really close to the next pound mark. So we might be at 5 pounds. Okay, that does look really good. Okay, let's do, this has cactus on it. Okay. We are going to do the, like the burlap card. It's not real burlap, but just says a whole bunch of inspirational sayings. Hi, you can totally do this. Don't let the silly things steal your happiness. Your voice matters. And then this one, which I love, kind of matches. And you can kind of see that sheen there. It says, you have done enough to be loved. We are going to need a giant bag for this. I'm using one of my bags that I've put together, but this has a lot of big bags. This might work. It's pink, but that will work. I know I have this in black. Do you think the person would rather have pink or black? The person probably doesn't care. Is the black the same size as the pink? No, it's not. It's slightly smaller. They're getting the pink one. This one, they don't care. They just want it. These are nice because they have the handles. Okay. We pulled our bow a little. And I will eBay tape that. Okay, do we think this is going to ship at 4 or 5 pounds? Put a thank you sticker on it. I think it's 5. Ooh, 3 pounds, 15.9. I made it go to 4. Okay, so we are purchasing the label. I keep forgetting to make sure nobody has purchased anything else. Anna, Kevin, Anthony, Julina, probably Jelena, pretty. Haley, Anthony, I think we're good. Okay. And 4 pounds. I did put 15 by 15 by 4 in there, and they paid $34.99. Anthony is in Kentucky, and he paid $13.55. My cost is only $8.81, so he's going to get a little bit of a refund, which I will absolutely remember to do, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. Okay. Print and print and change printers. I realized this morning my fountain needs more water, so somebody put that on the to-do list. We didn't even get a storm. I don't know where the water is going. Maybe birds are drinking it. That's a nice thought. They do ask you not to feed the birds, nor the alligator, which people have seen. We live in a community, obviously, but right by a library, and the road goes to the library, and there's a pond at the library that kind of also comes in here, and we have several other ponds. So the alligator kind of hangs out at the library pond, but also comes in like where our gates are. So there's signs, you know, not to feed the alligator and be careful, but we've never seen the alligator. And very few people see the alligator, because I would know about it because of Facebook. We have a very active Facebook site, which is good. Okay, we have 2 bracelets. I do really like this, but I know people really like boxes. This is so pretty with this. The bracelets are almost identical. The clasps are slightly different, so I know they're probably different makers, but I really think you could wear them like side by side, almost identical. But the clasps, one has like a regular clasp, a lobster clasp, and one has a non-lobster clasp. We don't know what to call that. Okay, so let's use a little bit of this, and we'll wrap them in a little bit of bubble wrap, and then this, and put it inside. Oh, you know what would be so pretty with this? Forget this plan. Just watch. Just watch. Look at this magic that's about to happen. Oh, so good. Okay, well, we're definitely using the butterfly paper. Can't talk me out of that at all. And I did get some bubble wrap. There's somebody in the area, I have to look who, that has a constant overage supply of foam, like foam, long sheets of foam that's clean. Like whatever they're shipping, whether it be like furniture or whatever, are clean things. And he or she, I think it's a he, on Facebook advertised like, you can pick it up anytime. I have like unlimited sheets of foam, and they're like 12 or 14 inches. And he just kind of like rolls them kind of loosely, and they're kind of a mess, but I'm very curious about this. But it's not really, it's close by, but close by here with all of the traffic, it's getting to us. So next time we go that way, and I have to remember which that way that is, I will pick some up. I don't need extra right now, but the next time I pay for it, I will absolutely contact this person because they need rid of it. And I could really use it. So that is an exciting possibility for the future because foam is quite expensive. Let's get a ribbon on here. So many options, so many options. Do I go like classic? Oh, they've given me too many options. They're all so pretty. Do I just do pink? I think I'm just gonna go pink. It was coming out of the box. We will have to double wrap that because that is way too big a ribbon for this. But that doesn't matter. She'll just get extra ribbon. Who is this? Jewel. She's bought from me in the past, so I should know how to say your name. But you haven't told it to me, to be fair. I'm just reading it. So, Lena. So Julina? Julina? It could also be a Y. It could be Yulina. Or you. Yeah, I guess it could be Yulina. Okay. So that is that. But now we need a package shopper. Of course. Okay, so these are so pretty. So pretty. They have like gold on them. And they're like cardboardy almost. Just attach them. Oh, so good. Also, we have butterfly cards. Stop being so hard on yourself. The world is already hard enough. So we will add that and we will throw in one of the new cards. And the gold. And I'm realizing the card should have went in with the butterfly. Bet you that will fit there too. Very nicely done. Now, do I have a butterfly mailer? I don't think I do. I used to. This one would go really nicely. This one also would be really pretty. There's a lot that would go really well. Okay, I like the muted. Oh, I had citrus slices. No, that one needed to be big. I like how muted this one is. And it doesn't have the butterflies, but it feels whimsical. And I just kind of like it. Yeah, I like that. We will go with that. More stickers here too. That is 2.3 ounces. And she paid $7, which means I sent her, oh, I know who this is. She is currently waiting on a package that I sent like April 18th. And she let me know the other day. She said, I think this is headed back to you. And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't watch every package to make sure it's delivered. So unless somebody has a problem, or is emailing me, I just don't do that. I can do that, but I don't. So she said it got shipped to Arizona, which she's living in California. She's never lived in Arizona. Then it got sent back to Florida. Then it got sent back to Arizona. And then it was looking like it was going to come back to Florida. So after verifying her address, I called up my local USPS, and they were lovely, and they had, of course, no other information. So she was good enough, and she said, you know, let's just wait and see. So I checked over the weekend, and it was still in Arizona. I was like, okay, at least it's not in Florida. It's kind of on the right coast at this point, kind of. And this morning I woke up and I checked it immediately. And it's been everywhere. It's crossed so many times. I mean, it's almost 3 weeks at this point, at least 2.5 weeks. And it looks like it's in California. Hopefully it gets to her. It was a gold necklace. I don't think I did it on camera. But she paid, I don't know, like $30 or $35. And it's not the price, obviously. It's just, she was very lovely about it. and very kind. I was like, well, your necklace is like traveling the world here, and I'm not sure why it keeps going to Arizona and then come back to Florida, but not to me, just like to a processing center, and then heading back to Arizona. And the USPS, you should just forget about calling them ever. Seriously, the USPS is just automated. I can never get a real person on the phone, hence me calling my local post office. But sometimes it's hard to get those numbers. But that's who just bought those. I wonder if she knows that. She probably knows it. I didn't know it. Okay, next, I'm gonna do these next. This is a pajama set. And it's a very fluffy pajama set, but we're going to take some of the air out of this. And this person wrote me, and I offered them, I think, $19. They wrote me, I don't know, like over the weekend. And it says it's getting to Kevin. Asked me if I wouldn't mind shipping them in a box. And I said, I don't really keep boxes around. I don't have a lot of breakables. I have a few boxes, but not like a ton of boxes. I said, but I am getting Amazon orders. I don't mind shipping them in a box, but I could probably drop them from, like, I was going to say the moon, but you know what I mean. I could drop them a long way, and they're the kind of material that, I mean, truly, they're just like a pillow. But she really wanted a box and was willing to pay more for it. So I found a box. It's a very big box. So I think I'm gonna, oh, and it's got packing peanuts in it, guys. Okay, I'm gonna pause and put these, I'm gonna save these, but not for this. Okay, so this is the box. But before because I could just ship these like this, I'll do all my fun things. I wanna measure it. Where is my tape measure? We were using it yesterday. I do have more than one tape measure. Okay. I have a blind curtain conundrum. Okay, so it's 20 by 12 by 4. And it weighs, doesn't weigh very much. I'm gonna round up to 3, so roughly 3 pounds. It's closer to 2, but okay, 3 pounds and 20 by 12 by 4. I want to see if cutting down the box makes any sense. It doesn't, because then I would cut down the box and it doesn't need to be those dimensions. So she paid $9.99 and said, let her know if it's over, but I knew it wouldn't be. So let's wrap these up. And very curious. Why do you think she wants a box? What could be the reason? She doesn't, I mean, it would be a big package anyway, but I couldn't come up with anything. I'm sure I could. I just, like, she's willing to pay more for a box. These are a light blue color. Maybe we'll do birds. There's some light blue birds that go really nicely. I probably need 2 pieces. I would love to hear somebody's thought, because there's definitely something I'm missing. Because I told her I put them in plastic and then I wrap them, and then I will gladly double polymer for you, because I wasn't even sure I had a box. She said she'd even pay for a flat rate box, but like, flat rate boxes are $20-something. Like, this is a fairly, not substantial thing, but I mean, it's not heavy, it's just kind of bulky. So she was willing to pay even $20. So tell me all your thoughts. Because my brain can't come up with them, and I didn't want to ask her because I'm sure she has a reason, and I bet it's a good reason. I just can't come up with it. Maybe she thinks the boxes will be put on a porch, which is safer than her mailbox. But I don't think the poly mailer would have fit in her mailbox. So maybe it can't be a crushed thing with pajamas. Maybe it's a gift. I did ask her and she never wrote back. I think I asked her. Because I said I wrap it just like a gift, so if it is a gift, but maybe you would want a gift to come in a box. But like a regular Amazon box doesn't seem very fun. I don't know. I'm out of thoughts here. Okay, I'll just have to go side by side. So they're going to get treated differently. Oh, I still have a bit of raffia, so let's do one in the really good smelling raffia. It's a little thick to tie. Okay. And we have raffia, but we have this fun lace one. That's very fun. We'll do that one. If I can open it. Oh, that's gorgeous. And we're just going to go around once. Oh, I almost don't want to bow it. It looks so pretty unbowed. I'm just going to loosely tie it. Just look how pretty that looks. Right? Pretty. This one also looks okay. I really like that one. That's my favorite. Okay. We will do the "You Have Done Enough to Be Loved" on that one. And we haven't. I think I'm going to go with the beach one. I was going to say we haven't done that one, but I think I'm going to go with the seashells because it is May. And this does have like a spring, summer kind of feel to it. And an eye mask. And then we will box it up. And then I will probably pause and clean up my working area a little bit. This does fit in this box pretty nicely, right? It's hopefully a screenshot. Did I put my tape away? I did. I hear Bear playing guitar, which is good. He picked up, oh, the other day I found chalk on my steps. And I don't know where it came from. We don't have kids here. I mean, there's like, you know, grandparents have grandkids here or whatever, but I don't ever see children. I'm very excited about the chalk because one of the things in this big box of overflowing stuff are chalk tags. So now I'll be able to write on the chalk tags with this, which was just left at my door magically. I have to ask Bear about it, if he knows about the mysterious chalk fairy leaving chalk. Very happy about it. Okay, so 906. Put a little thank you sticker on the top. And print. And this is going to Illinois. Print. Change the printer, change the properties in advanced settings, drop down to 99019, and print. Thank you, Kevin. I hope you love them. I'm going to put a little bit more tape there. Should go that way. And do the other side too. Now we're really taped up. Just putting my scissors in there. Okay. Pause, and I will be back. The next item we are shipping is a bag of lace that I really thought I was going to use to wrap packages. But then I was gifted all of this fabulous stuff, so I thought I am going to sell this. So it has a bunch of lace we found at the bins, and it's probably not a pound, but it's maybe more than half a pound. It's 11 ounces, so it probably cost me $1, let's say, maybe less. And I sold it for $25. I had it listed for $34.99, $32.99, something like that. And the person who buys it makes amazing journals, like scrap journals, but some of them go for like $250 to $300. They're phenomenal. Like, I wish I could give you her information, but I can't, and I wouldn't unless really approved. But these are stunning. Like, every page is just art, like layers upon layers of art, and it's amazing. And some of them are only going for like less than $100, and they're also phenomenal. But you could just, so anyway, I'm guessing this will wind up in somebody's like art scrapbook, which is fantastic because there's so many gorgeous pieces. So I'm thrilled that I sold this to the right person, if that's a thing. So Anna is in Ohio. Anna, what do you like? And potentially, what could you use again? We haven't used the like green, peach, pink, gold splatter. So let's cut off a piece of that for Anna. And maybe that'll make its way into, oh, and we'll put a butterfly on top. Well, I need more than half, probably. Just realizing I cut 2 pieces. Don't need 2 pieces. Oh, huh. Clearly don't need that. That will be, believe it or not, enough for one of our next items. So that's funny. That person automatically gets that print. So let's first of all get a bit of that out. And then we will tape it down. Good. Trying to use the least amount of stickers as possible so she could keep some of the tissue paper if she wanted it. So I'm thinking maybe I won't sticker at all. Maybe I'll use the ribbon to hold it together. So this is going to go on the bottom. I swear this will work. I don't swear. I mean, I don't necessarily think this is going to work. I think it's got a good shot at working. Okay. Yes. And then she can also use this. Shall I bow it? No, I think tied is better, and then it doesn't wrinkle as much. I'll just loose tie it so she can get it. Yeah, and now when she takes off the tissue paper, she can use a piece if she wants. It's really pretty. Okay, she definitely needs a few little doodads. We are absolutely putting a butterfly. Don't think I'm not using that butterfly. And maybe some paper flowers. I think she could definitely reuse that. That's really pretty. I think that's perfect. And now we'll give her the cards. We will give her the butterfly card. And this one is reversible. If it costs you your mental health, it is too expensive. And then you are enough. So she can use that on either side. And that is perfect. Not perfect. We need a sheet now. How pretty. Right? I am thrilled with that. Okay. Now, a Polybar. Ooh, we just used this one, but this one goes really nicely. Oh, I don't know that I'll be able to find hearts. Will hearts work? Hearts will work, but honestly, this goes so fantastically well. I don't know that you'll be able to tell, but in person, the greens are... Okay, we'll go with hearts. Hearts, or do we do rabbits? I don't do the rabbits very often. They are green though. And pink. I think we're gonna have to go with the rabbits. I think they're rabbits. Frogs? Are they frogs? What are these? They're green, but they have almost like a pig thing happening. I don't know what these are now that I'm thinking about it. And they're only faces. There's no arms or legs. I'm going to have to go back to kindergarten to relearn my animals because I do not know what this is. Hopefully I haven't been calling them rabbits because I really don't think they're rabbits. I'm also questioning frogs because if they weren't green, it's just a face with an eye that looks like the more than sign. And then this looks like its nose, but it has no nose, and its mouth is just drawn between two pig noses with a line. A 95-degree line. An angle. That's what I was getting at. Okay, 13. I forgot all about this. 13 ounces. She paid $25 and $5.99 to ship. My cost, for some reason, well, clearly need to put the dimensions back in because they were 1 by 1 by 1 again, is still $6.09. So we lost 10 cents there. But anyway, I am thrilled with that package. And print. We don't have very much left, but we have some time together. I need to do a few things today. I have to call one of Bear's doctors. He wants him in, it's the surgeon who wants him to now see like the next guy above him because one of his tests came back that he's still having issues and they want to do more testing. So he said my office will call, but over the weekend we just got an email saying that he's booked, like he now has an appointment with this doctor we need to go see for the end of August. It's the beginning of May, June, July, August, like 4 months, and then we're going to need to start testing. Like, the man is in pain. I understand there's people in pain, but can we put on a cancellation list or something? It's so long. So I am going to call that doctor. It's hard to get a hold of him, so we'll see. Okay, this next item is actually two. It is, I think I've shown these before, a set of 2 rings. They're kind of a rose gold colored. What color did I call these? Gold. I would say they're gold. and each one has like an opening. I'll throw in a picture. And I've been storing these in this little organza bag, so I think we are going to put it back in the organza bag. And then wrap that in, haha, the perfect piece that we accidentally cut. But it does fit really nicely. And this is headed to Haley or Hallie in California. So I know I have to call that doctor's office. I think we'll probably start packing tomorrow since we leave Wednesday. So I have a thought about Patreon to make like a quarterly package. I have so many gorgeous tissue papers. One of them, we've got, I think, one more eBay thing, and then, look how tiny it is. It's so tiny. It needs some fun things on it. So a little one of those. We will tape him down. Just a little. I do have tape dots somewhere, but they're all the way over there. Maybe we will use a little bit of, oh, we lost those, raffia, and then tape that to the raffia. Can we do that? Will tape stick to raffia is the question. Okay. I don't need this very big because we're tying it on the bottom. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's perfect size. I don't want a bow. I just want the piece on the top to be straight. Okay, so now this is what this looks like. It's getting there. Now if we, I think that'll work. You could kind of see the raffia there, but it kind of brings out the colors. I like it. Okay, let's get some cards. I've listed this weekend, we're going to do one of these craft cards because it goes with the theme, and then we will do one of my new ones. I don't know if Hallie has, something tells me Hallie has purchased for me before, but I don't know that. If I click the back button, though, I can find out. She has. I thought maybe she had. Okay. Well, I think next in line is the hearts, so she gets the hearts. This tiny little cute package. So I listed this weekend, so I have like maybe 2 IKEA bags or so worth of things that need to be put in plastic and put in their correct storage tubs. So I'll work on that because when we go away, we usually try to leave the house as clean as humanly possible. And that is because I have anxiety. Not because you would like to come home to a clean house, because yes, that's true too. But it's because if anything were to happen where anybody would need to come into my house, a neighbor's air condition goes out, we lend them our house, my brain wants them to find a nice house, and not like we really live. We don't live, nobody would care, honestly, but me and my stupid brain. And that's my own problem to work on. But not this week. This week we'll be cleaning the house. They're just carpooed. I almost said carpooed. I did say carpooed. Carpet shampooed. Shampoo carpeted. Nope. Carpet. Use the carpet cleaning machine to shampoo the rugs. That took a really long time to say. You knew what I was. He did one of these, and then soap, and then sucking back up. He did that. So the rugs are clean. Okay. Oh, I cracked myself up. Next, we are selling a razor, and it sold for $43.99. Speaking of razors, we did get Bear a new hair trimmer. It was like $140 on Amazon, but it had really good reviews. So his hair does not, we bought it within like 3 days. Last video, he looked so, he was still underweight, not feeling well. He was so good to do a video with me, but I knew he looked a little, but the hair didn't help. And we did buy him a hair clipper. So he's got a hair clipper, if anybody was wondering. Anyway, we bought this. I think it was a coupon or 50% off sale or something, because when I shave, let me start that over. On the rare times I shave, I almost always cut myself, and I bleed. I don't clot very well. So with that being said, this was like a safety blazer, and it was cheaper than what I was buying. So I was like, okay, no, this turns out to be very sharp, and you have to have it like a very precise to make it a safety razor. And I don't know what that precise angle was even after watching. So anyway, I couldn't do it. It would be cheaper. There are blades, and this is the cartridge we opened. I only tried it, just a piece of black plastic, a few times. And then this is the holder. The best part of this was the holder. Best part. Bear tried it too. He also didn't like it. So we took it all apart. The little spring comes out, and soaked it, and cleaned it, and did the whole thing, and it doesn't have a blade in it now. But I don't know. That was a fail. But I didn't pay that much for it, and I probably sold it for about what I got it for, to be fair, which is good. And so it is headed to Anthony in Pennsylvania. And like I said, he paid $43.99 and $5.99 shipping. Now, these boxes have blades in them, and I'm sure he realizes that. But I am going to put on a thing and wrap them that there are blades in here, because there are blades inside. Be careful, please. Please be careful. Okay. I hate to wrap this around boxes that are otherwise pretty good. I think I got this off of Amazon. No, I think it was on the website. And I thought about trying it again, but my life is, I'm allowed to give that up. That I don't have to do miserably, because that was just causing stress. Okay. We don't need more stress. Nobody's gotten the cats yet. Nobody's gotten a lot, to be fair. Let's do the blue water golden swirl. Perfect. And this sold really fast. This sold probably within a day or two. These are kind of pricey. I think online they're like $67 maybe, give or take. The stand was free. I would not have bought the stand when I bought it, but the stand is now like $12.99 or $14.99. It no longer comes with a package. Couldn't decide if I wanted to throw out that bag or not. It was a good bag, but it had a razor that I had previously cleaned with a whole bunch of chemicals and disinfected, so throwing that out. Sorry, plastic bag. Okay, we'll raffia this up since we have this right here. We also want blue pom-pom. I'm wondering if I should have went blue pom-pom. I should have. Pretend I went blue pom-pom. The blue is too light of a blue. It wouldn't have worked. Okay. Let's do, I think this high craft card. Every time I say that, I still don't think that's what this is, but it looks like it. And then we will do a marble one that says, "You have done enough to be loved." It's kind of got a sheen to it. Put that there and there. And then let's see what Anthony gets. Can't use the hearts because we used those. So which one haven't we used? Ice cream cones. That kind of matches. Flowers, lots of flowers. Stripes, cheetah print, rainbows. I think we're going to use ice cream cones. They have like a water pastel thing happening, and so does the print. And they feel very cheery. This is quite heavy. Maybe I should wrap this with more bubble wrap. I'm too worried that that blade in that box, in that thing, is just going to be... Okay. Now it's definitely not my fault if somebody hurts themselves on this blade. I would still feel really badly, but okay. And a thank you for supporting my small business. This came off of Amazon. And for some reason, I have them, didn't use them in order, so I just have them dotted amongst garbage. So I'm going to have to use those next. I'm going to say like 8 ounces. This feels heavy. Oh, 12. That's, okay, good. I don't know why good. I just assumed it was heavy. It felt heavy. So he paid $5.99 and Ground Advantage is $5.32. What else am I going to do today? I think that's probably it. Putting things in bags and labeling them and putting them in the eBay storage bins takes a decent amount of time. It's not a bad task because I can watch something. And then Bear and I tonight, as long as we're both feeling well, we usually watch an episode of a show together before we go to sleep. Okay, we will use that one, and now I can throw all that out. Thank you, Anthony. And the last item, I don't think I have any more items to ship now. Shall I close shop now? I think I should. I don't think I'm going to sell all that much. And here's how I usually do that. I've been selling on eBay for a gajillion years. I go to Google and type eBay time away. I know there's a direct link in eBay. Then Google just brings me to the page and I go to my time away settings. That's the easiest way to do this. Okay, so schedule time away, yes. Pause sales for up to 30 days, correct. I want to start it today at whatever time it is, Pacific time, and end it, I'm going to say Thursday. And I don't want to allow sales, so it'll be off for about 3 days. That's good. Okay. So the other items are on my website. So I have to log into my website builder, which I use Wix, W-I-X, for my website. Just making sure I have everything for that. It's gonna be so loud. I hope you can't hear that. Okay, and Jackie, hi Jackie, ordered a bunch of items. And I didn't even realize you ordered 2 lots of poly mailers. So I am going to, this is going to be a big package. I'm going to put your address in. She is in Georgia. I'm going to pull the rest of her items and potentially get a box and hope that the lawn people are done when I come back. I am back. I had a nap. I feel better. And everything went out today with the exception of this package. And Jackie, thank you so much. She went on my website and ordered a bunch of shipping supplies, and I'll show you kind of what she or anybody else would get. Bear and I are planning on putting together another Patreon package. I'm just going to put it on my website and let whoever needs it decide. Right now I have like 100 sheets of tissue paper for $58 shipped, 100 business cards for like $16 to $18 shipped, but we don't really have any pre-made packets because I wasn't sure what prints I would be ordering, or life just was crazy there for a while with Bear being so sick. So now everything's folded. We are ready to start going, not monthly at this point. We'll probably put together a spring, summer, and then maybe a fall, winter or something like that. But for now, I want to show you all the pretty things. Okay, so you've seen most of the cards. So when you buy 100 mixed inspirational cards, you get like mostly 10, sometimes the more popular prints, 15 or 20. So there's probably like 10 of these. There's only 1 of each of these winter ones, and that's just because I like everybody to get a full set. So whatever cards I have on, but that she clearly doesn't need winter cards right now. So those were just some extras. These, she got 5, and I love all of the sayings, and this was an actually more expensive card to order on Vistaprint. That's who I designed and used for my printing. These are more expensive because of the paper, but I think they just don't read as done, or I don't know, designy. That's not a word, designery. I think she gets 15 of these. And I think she has 10 of these. And then these are on an embossed paper. They're really pretty in real life. It's like a linen paper. I think she got 10 of those. And I think 10 of these, the brand new ones with that high shine. So pretty. And some of them do have backs. I forget to show this. I think I gave her 15, maybe even 20 of the classic You Are Enough cards. The reversibles, probably 15. And you could use these basically throughout the entire year. Most of these you could. Just another one that doesn't... A few more of these. We were getting down to the end, and these are one of my more favorite ones. So I probably did 10 in the beginning, and I gave her another 5 there. The shell cards, I think about 10 of these. And then just 5 of the fruits. These have really pretty shimmer to them. And then these will be packaged just to save packaging in the box they came from. So I organize them and then they get sent out here. I'm also going to send her and everybody who orders this type of thing some cards. The You Are Enough and the pineapples. the pineapples that match the back of the card. Now, she ordered 100 sheets of tissue paper. So this is what she's getting. Okay, shall we start with florals? I didn't really put these in any order. So let me go through, and that way it'll make some sense of how many like florals you're getting, how many whimsicals you're getting. A lot of non-floral and a lot of not a lot of whimsical, but some whimsical. Okay, I'm going to consider these all florals. I'm going to pull out a few because they're floral adjacent, I would say. Okay, so these are true florals. This is a royal purple background, and it is a neon ink with a little bit of gold sparkle. So she got 5 of those. This one has a dark, almost black inky background and a little bit of gold in the pink flowers. This one's gorgeous. This is my favorite. This was the one that got me hooked. Little bird there. Okay, then we have, this is like a light pale blue background with like a watercolor. You can almost see the brush strokes in the print. And the gold, I don't think this one is like reflective. It does look like somebody sketched it almost. You can kind of see that. It's really pretty. And then this one is floral, there's flowers, but it's also like a medallion pattern. And this one does have some gold in it as well. I'm trying to see if I can catch it on with the light. So all of those were 5s. Black and white. It's good for year round. Next are oranges, which again, I would consider oranges as a fruit, but they do have flowers, and oranges do grow on trees, so kind of floral, kind of not. And 5 of those. The birds are on trees with some flowers. There's all sorts of birds on here. Yeah, I like this one a lot. They're very sweet little birds. And 5 of those. Now, because she got 100, I do have 20 different kinds of papers. This, again, not necessarily floral, but you can see why I put it in here. Now, this one is a little bit more whimsical, but it's so pretty up close. And I did do 10 on that one because she wanted to stay spring and summer, and I wanted to give her what she wanted. Okay, now these are, that's the whimsical ones. I could have went more whimsical, but a lot of people like to stay mostly with this kind of thing, which is great. I did give her 1 Cats. Even if you're not a cat lover, the cats wearing hats are so cute. So many people love pets. And honestly, they're just adorable. I think this guy's my favorite, this girl. I don't know why. Then the butterflies. I don't know why I turned that over to catch the light. Clearly I didn't need to do that. It's a really thick gold on that one. It's really pretty. Seashells, 5 of those. These do have just a little bit of the gold highlight. They're really pretty. And I did give her 2 of the next ones coming. When I say 2, I mean 2 5-packs, so 10. Because I can't get enough of these. They're gorgeous. This is from their 2024 collection, and it's probably one of my favorites on a small scale and a large scale. It's literally so pretty. So she got 10 of those. And then I gave her 10 of these too. Again, just such a wonderful color story. With that dark green and the blush pink, some was going into burgundies, and that gold is just stunning. So she got 10 of those, and then she got 2 packs of these. You can tell why I love those, all the blues. It's like a Caribbean Sea or something. And then I included some of, I don't know what to call this. I need to see what Jilson Roberts calls this. It's got a little bit of a gold and silver shimmer. It's like confetti dot. And the print is really small. But then when you get up close to it, it's so fun. So those are the tissue papers. And again, I have a few more than that now, and I have some Christmas ones, but it is May, so May. A lot of people don't celebrate Christmas. A few people celebrate all year round, or like, oh, Christmas in July or whatever, but unless you specifically ask for Christmas. That would be, if you ordered 100, about what you would be getting, unless you had a preference for, like, I absolutely hate the cats or something like that. But that's the mystery pack. Then she ordered 2 of the, she did order 2 of these. Yeah, the poly bags. So you've seen the poly bags quite a bit. I don't want to pull out every single one of these. There's so many. I'm going to guess there's at least 20 prints in here. And then, just for fun, I always add some stickers and cards. So even if you don't order other things, you have, you know, a few stickers and cards. And I did make these at the same time, but that doesn't mean they have the same exact prints. Most likely they will, but yeah, I was going to say this one starts here and this one starts here. So. But it's 120. It's 100 of the classic 11 by 13 and then 20 of the larger sizes. So she ordered 2 of those, and these are going to Georgia. So I went and got a box. Thankfully, I think this box will work. So I put, trying to protect the tissue paper. And now I put the tissue paper on the bottom. I think I do. Oh, I don't even know if this is all gonna fit. I might have to take those cards out and actually put them a layer on top, because that's pretty close. So I don't think that's gonna fit. And I don't want to put anything not in a bag. So I'm going to get a bag, and we will just create a small layer of cards. So now it looks like this. I just spread out the cards, and I have a little bit more room. So I'm going to see if I can't pass along some of Kim's wonderful ribbons. I think I can. I think that's gonna, oh yeah, we can definitely get that. Now, how much will this weigh? I'm gonna guess, I don't know, 9 to 12 pounds? It's about 10. Okay, so it's just slightly under 10, which means it gets sent at 10. It is in a box, which means I do have to measure it, because I'm sure this says something on it, but I don't know. It is, maybe I should tape it first. I think I'm going to tape it first because the measurements are going to change. I will tape it better than that, but this will help with the measurements at least. I'd say it's about 6.5, but you have to, no, it's 6. Okay, width 11 by 8.5, let's do 9. I just realized I did the bottom and the, yeah, 9 by 11. Wow. I really thought that box was a lot bigger than that. That's only 6 by 9 by 11? Huh, okay. And 10 pounds. We will send that out priority mail. And that will be the end of the shipping video. However, I do have a question for you. Oh. I think we're good. It printed 4 extra sheets, but we did get a label. Oh, a label I should not use until the very end because still take. Okay, now we can get a label. And I'll find a little sticker. Little smiley face stickers. Show you the big ones. Okay. And with that, the shipping video ends, but I do have a question if you don't mind sticking around. I am going to show you my lanai, and I need some suggestions about what to do. The lanai gets very, very hot, and air condition, to put in air condition right now is at least 4,000, and they don't even know if they can do it for just that. If we get a whole new air conditioning system and ductwork needs done at that time, you know, if the air condition breaks or it's really getting to the point where, I don't know, whatever would happen in the future, and we need to put in new ductwork, then, you know, it might make sense to add that part on. We don't use the room for too much more than storage, so I'm only going out there for less than half hour a day. If I plan this, you know, pulling everything all at the same time, I don't keep the supplies in there. It's just the eBay stuff and some tools and some chairs that we hardly ever sit on. But I want to show you the room. And I know I'm going to be shaky, and I'm sorry about that. I will try to get us set up properly. Okay, let me flip this. It's going to be very warm in here. Okay, so this is the room. I have the windows up now. I don't mind losing the view. The issue is the ceiling is like a plastic material, and so is the framework. So this is all new framework, but it's not really wood or anything we would want to drill into. And I'm not sure we could. We could do suction cups and something. We could do some kind of film. The view is okay. I'd like to keep some light in here, but if we could drop the temperature, this is all the stuff I listed this weekend that needs to be put throughout. Like, ooh, that used to be vintage clothing. Then nope, that's men's clothes except vintage clothing. I started selling a lot of vintage clothing. Okay, so right now, I don't know, it's like 95. But it's May. This room stays, don't judge me. This room looks a wreck. We had an inspector to come in and do a 4-point inspection. And he wasn't inspecting this one room, and I knew that. So we like put everything in here hurriedly. This room is also very, very hot. This room, however, I rarely come in. Like to grab my mannequin or to grab clothes, but that I can grab this is just stuff we don't really use, like extra eBay stuff, once in a while stuff. We have a portable air conditioner, which we are not using because it seems like by the time we set it up and it starts blowing cold air, I'd be done in this room. But maybe if we had it set up, I don't know what it would do to the air conditioning bill, and I don't know if it's going to take it down enough. Like, it really gets 110 to 120 at least in the dead of summer, which is just way too warm. We do have the windows open, which does create some false sense of hope that you're gonna get a breeze. Okay, so if you have any thoughts, suggestions, let me know. Okay, I am signing off. I am not going to walk you around because I know how shaky you are. My hair's even a little bit sweaty just from going in there. Thank you so much. I will talk to you again soon. Hope you're doing well. Bye.